playing video games since I was born. I've loved every single video game I've ever touched. When I was young, I would play video games until my parents would yell at me to get off the PS2. And I remember getting the Wii and destroying every single fucking game my hands would get on. More or less, I started playing Call of Duty. And I really enjoyed Call of Duty. And then from Call of Duty, I played MMOs, and then RPGs, and I've basically every kind of game you could imagine. I have played almost every single good game that you can think of. Not every single one, no, but most of the popular ones and ones that actually did an impact. I would like to believe I know what a good game is, okay? And recently, games felt really bad. And my favorite game of all time, you're gonna disagree, that's fine, but at least nostalgically, my favorite game of all time is the first Destiny 1. Why? It's not less of the game, it's more of the memories I've had. Although the game was expensive to have all the DLCs, it was still a hell of a game to have when you would do raids with your friends. And it was a flex when you would have an item or a ship exotic that no one else had, that Xur wouldn't sell. I felt bored with video games, so I recently branched out to Destiny 2. When Destiny 2 first came out, I played it. I played it a little bit and I said, that's all? That's it? The thing about the company making Destiny and Destiny 2 is that they don't know how to make a story. They don't know how to make a good story at all. The story goes over your head and it's forgettable. It is not good at all. Oh, wow, there's a tower. Oh, it gets destroyed. Oh, there's an orb of light. Oh, it gets destroyed. You kill a big guy. The light's back. Like, it's so generic. It's not fun. Not only is Destiny 2 a disappointment, but every time a DLC is released, you basically get reset. I remember when I first played Destiny 2, I think the light was like 500 or 700 or something like that, and you would grind to become a high light, and you would get all these weapons and shit. The thing about new DLCs, though, is that every time a new DLC is dropped, new players are the same exact light as you are. So basically, there's no incentive to start playing Destiny until every DLC is out. And then from there, you should play it. But the thing is, every time the next DLC is out, there's no point in buying the one from the last one. It's useless, because there's either better weapons in the future, there might be some better stuff in the past, but you're going to be a higher level in the future DLCs. Why get the past DLCs? I also did the math on how much Destiny 2 costs on its fullest. To play Destiny 2 how the company wants you to play it, it would cost you $406.92 total. That's not counting if you want extra content. The latest DLC, just the deluxe edition, is $99.99. And the reviews aren't even that good. So we've gotten to a point to where video games have been so bad that this company still decides to make the most microtransacted piece of shit game I have ever seen in my life. It's seriously a problem, because, you know, back when Valve was making like Left 4 Dead 2 maps, they were gonna ship them for free. They were making content for free, no extra DLCs. Microsoft didn't like that. Microsoft didn't. And once the maps were shipped, they demanded, and at least their service, that they'd have to pay extra money to get these maps. So that also shows that Valve is not only one of the biggest companies in the world in terms of profit, but is also genuine. But no, these companies want a little bit more money. Elden Ring. Look at Elden Ring. You buy the game and you have the game. There's no extra fucking DLCs. You don't buy stone sword keys. You don't buy extra content. If Ubisoft had Elden Ring, you would have to pay $20 to advance on every boss, and it would be considered a DLC. It would be considered early access. Well, the first boss is year 1. We're gonna wait another year until we make boss 2. No, that's not a video game. I have tried. As a Destiny veteran who has played Destiny the first week that the first one came out and getting the Galahorn from Xur on the first week, I am a veteran of Destiny. And I want to enjoy Destiny 2. I have had friends join me in Destiny 2 and Destiny 1. Destiny 1 is alright, but it's still expensive as shit. But Destiny 2 has gone too far. Not only has it gone too far, but in the future, it'll be looked at as shit game. It will not be remembered long term. It is a cash grab, fucking cash deposit bank for current, present time, and not to be remembered in the future. And I've became obsessed with Elden Ring recently. Because Elden Ring is not only not a cash grab and you buy the game and you have all the content and you earn it yourself, but you actually... It's one of the greatest games I've played in a long time, and it kind of rebuilt my passion for gaming. Legitimately, Elden Ring itself is probably one of the best Dark Souls type games I've played ever. It is such a good game. There's almost nothing wrong with it, and if there are things wrong with it, that's fine, because there's literally no such thing as a perfect game. There's such small things wrong with the game, and that's what video games should be. It shouldn't be released to Fortnite as in like chapter 16 and it's still considered early access. Early access is not an excuse to have bugs. Early access isn't an excuse to have microtransactions to get further into the game. Fortnite, I could fucking download it right now and destroy kids. I don't have to put a dime into the game. The thing about that, though, is that it's free. Fortnite is free, and I believe the developers should have a choice for having it to have microtransactions. That I have no problem with. Lost Ark is free, and it has microtransactions and shit. It's basically pay to win. I have no problem with that because it's a free game, and you could choose to play it or not. You could download it, try it out. If you don't like it, you could uninstall it. But thing is, with Destiny 2, the base game, when it came out, was like $60. Oh, that's funny. I'm looking it up now, and it's free, apparently, because they probably make so much goddamn money from microtransactions. You know, if it was free when it came out, I would have no problem with that. But I spent fucking money on the game, so I expected a full game. But as soon as there were not even DLCs yet, and there was already microtransactions. That is not how a video game should fucking be. That is bullshit. Like, this isn't CSGO. Like, the paid content in there is actually enjoyable. The game is dead now, but, like, it was actually enjoyable when the game lasted and the content you could buy was actually fun. But Destiny 2, the content is so shit. I went back and played it and bought every fucking DLC out of my goddamn pocket. And I didn't enjoy it. It was so boring. The story was shit. It was uninspired. Nothing new. Nothing new at all. It's the same shit. You go to a new planet. You buy a DLC, you go to a new planet. You scan a thing, and then there's a big boss. You kill it, there you go. There's a DLC. And if you want to do more, here's some more microtransactions, and then do a raid. You don't have friends? You can't do a raid then. Destiny 2 will be remembered as a terrible game. It is not going to be remembered for a long time. I know that. Destiny 1 will actually be somewhat OG in a way, even though there's still problems with that, and I cannot complain. But it had a grindy aspect to it. Destiny 2 is terrible. I have tried so hard to enjoy it. It is just bad. Do not re-download it. It's like 90 gigabytes or something like that. That is unfathomable and ridiculous. It is such a terrible piece of shit game. Early access shouldn't exist in video games. It really shouldn't. Unless it's like Zenith, the VR MMO, then I could understand, because it's a new thing. There are almost no VR MMOs right now, and Zenith is like the first actually good VR MMO RPG. I'm playing it currently, and it's a pretty good game. There are small problems with it, I agree. Yes, there are. It's early access. It's not... Does that mean it's an excuse? The thing is that they're actually reinventing something. Not really reinventing, but creating a wheel and then making it look different. It's stylish. Destiny 2, they fucking went to a crashed car on the side of the road and stole one of the wheels and just tried to sell that for $69.99. The video gaming industry, as of recently, I think hit like $43 billion in total sales. That's good. That is really good. There are more gamers on this earth than almost the mainstream at this point. That is good. But the problem is that to maintain a video game industry does not mean you have to make every single fucking game you make early access and also fucking microtransaction out of your mind. This isn't Overwatch. Like, this isn't RuneScape. It doesn't work the same way. I guess I'll end the video there. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what games you're playing recently and what I should play and what games are shit. If you disagree with my statement, please let me know. I am open ears because I've tried to actually enjoy it. And if you fully disagree and have good points, then I might change my mind. But until then, I think it's a terrible game and you wasted $400. Although the DLCs cost half that, that's still, you should never pay that much money for a video game. Like, dude, you could buy computer parts and upgrade your computer with that kind of money just for a video game that you'll enjoy for 20 hours. But yeah, end of the video. Elden Ring is one of the best games of all time.